you are in an elevator. Next to you is standing the client of your dreams, the investor you were looking for, you wanted to take on board of your startup, the donor you would love to meet to present and submit your project, the employer you would love to have an interview with. And this person turns towards you and asks you, what do you do? And this adrenaline rush within when someone you really want to connect with makes this first step to connect with you. And then you're wondering, what should I start with first? And what should I say? And you stammer a little, you start sweating, and you start talking about your first grade and things of the past. And then this person jumps out of the lift because he or she has reached the floor where she was supposed to go. And you've lost an opportunity to connect, to share what your business is about, to give your business card, to create this interest, to trigger this interest that will enable you to have a follow-up meeting to this first encounter. Hi, my name is Amélie, and my passion, my obsession, and my mission is supporting you to speak and live, L-I-V-E, your legacy. Your legacy starts with who you are and what you do, what you create. And this legacy is what you are living, L-I-V-E, in the world. And I want to support you to start living it, even in the short time that takes an elevator ride. In 60 seconds, you can already make a difference in the world. You can already share your message. You can already connect with the people you need to take on board and you want to take on board of this project, this mission, this vision that you hold for your business, for the world, for your community. These 60 seconds are also the ones you're going to use the day of a job interview when the recruiters tell you, tell us about you. These 60 seconds are those that you're going to use when you are in a big networking event where so many people come to find the perfect supplier, the perfect client, the perfect partner, business partner. And you will have very little time, little quality time to trigger interest and to create this connection. So what's my special passion for these 60 seconds, for what we call the elevator pitch? This presentation of our project, of business, of ourselves that lasts the time of an elevator ride. In 2014, I made this big fat decision, the one that we call the leap of faith. And I decided to quit more or less secure job in an international organization, in a sector, in a career that I had been into for more than 17 years. I was working in humanitarian aid. And I decided to go and open my own company, to be freelance, to speak, to coach, to explore other ways, to live my legacy, to bring my contribution, build capacity, many other ways. And I was also very open to see what was coming up my way. And of course, in that phase, I suddenly noticed that I needed to say to the world that I had changed, and my Facebook profile on my personal Facebook was clearly not enough. I needed to tell people what I was doing. I needed to tell people how I could serve their own purpose. I needed to tell people how we could work together and bring their vision, their message to the next level. I needed to network. I needed to speak about myself, and that I had never done. So the first networking events I registered to, I just passed. I missed them voluntarily. I was all dressed up, makeup done, ready to go with business card, and I just skipped them. I didn't want to go, to be exposed to that. Then one day I say, okay, once, twice you've done it, no, there won't be a third time. You just go. I went there, hiding in the corners, sweating and suffering when people would ask me, what do you do? Despite I had made this huge decision for something I was passionate about. I had so much to share. I was really enjoying what I was doing. I was wanting to connect. I just wanted to share my message. But I was feeling petrified because I didn't know this entrepreneur's world. I was having a lot of negative self-talk towards myself because it was a new job for me. It was a new way of living my legacy. It was a new me. It was a new me towards the world. It was many things new. It was the first time I was interacting with entrepreneurs. I didn't have this confidence. I was not in my power, in my empowerment. That was not in myself. I was not aligned. So when I came back home from this last disastrous networking event, I said, that's the last time of my life that I pass through this pain just because I'm not prepared, just because I'm not pushing myself a little beyond my comfort zone. I'm going to explore how to make these networking events some things that serve me, that serve my mission and my purpose, and that serve other people. I went to explore about this elevator pitch. I explored about the elevator pitch. I Googled, I printed, I learned, I listened to videos, I read a lot, took my notes. Take from what I was reading, listening to, I took what was me, what I was feeling identified with, and what I thought would serve me. And I made my first pitch, and I went to practice it. Where? In a networking event. Oh my God, my pitch of course was far from being perfect, but what a change, what a power. Finally, I was having something to say that was me and that I was feeling good about it, even if a lot of improvements were needed, and I made those. But it was feeling so different because I was aligned with my mission, I was aligned with my personality, and I was standing in my power. And empowerment is my passion in life. It has always been. How, through anything that I do, how can I support people to step into their power, to be empowered? And when I came back from this event, really on the high, because I had achieved something, I had pushed myself beyond my fear, my victim kind of syndrome. And I was also on a high because I say, I have here a tool that I want to share with people. I was thinking of my friends who maybe were sharing the same kind of challenges. I was thinking of the whole world. So that's what I did. I took this tool, the elevator pitch that I had just practiced and got a taste of, and I studied further. I explored it deeper. And I started transmitting the power of the pitch, the power of the 60 seconds. I developed a workshop on the elevator pitch. I trained people. I've coached them in elevator pitch in Thailand, in Portugal, in Spain, in France, in Afghanistan, in Malaysia, Singapore, in so many different countries. People from very different nationalities. And each time I was learning from the experience and the fear, and each time I was feeling there's a common point between leaders, between entrepreneurs, startup founders, professionals, housemakers, artists, designers, job seekers, we all want and crave for a quick, short message that share who we are, what is our message, and what we're doing or we want to do. And this is the elevator pitch. So I'm so glad you are here with me. I'm going to take you on, we're going to travel together an 8-week journey. Not only the two of us, but much more people are going to be with us to discover their power and to make a difference in 60 seconds.